Clinical research into human chronobiology identifies a synchronized 90-minute protocol that triggers specific biological pathways to optimize visceral fat loss. The first 30 minutes require 1,300 to 5,000 lux of bright sunlight and 5 minutes of mindfulness to stabilize the morning cortisol spike. From minute 30 to 60, drinking 500 milliliters of room temperature water exactly a half hour before eating engages the stomach stretch receptors. The final 30-minute window involves a 30-gram high-protein breakfast to regulate hunger hormones and protect lean muscle tissue. This sequence concludes with exercise timed to your biological sex, morning sessions for women and evening sessions for men. Following this specific order shifts the body from a dormant, fat-storing state into an active metabolic rhythm. Many people attempt to lose weight by skipping breakfast, drinking ice-cold water, or performing fasted cardio, but these habits often disrupt the body's circadian rhythms. Interrupting the natural waking process can lead to early morning awakening syndrome, where premature cortisol spikes between 3 and 5 a.m. trigger metabolic arousal and sleep fragmentation. This graph illustrates the risk associated with omitting breakfast. As the frequency of skipping the morning meal increases, so does the clinical risk of metabolic syndrome, abdominal obesity, and hypertension. If your internal biological clock is out of sync with your habits, your metabolism will resist even the most aggressive calorie deficits. The process begins when intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells detect morning light and signal the brain's master clock. This detection initiates the cortisol awakening response. When morning stress levels remain high, the body is signaled to store fat specifically around the vital organs. 5 minutes of mindfulness meditation intercepts this surge, dampening the stress response. As this area chart demonstrates, introducing a mindfulness variable flattens the morning spike, reducing the salivary cortisol awakening response by 20 to 30%. Controlling light and stress upon waking prevents chemical signals that drive visceral fat deposition from taking hold. After 30 minutes, the focus moves to hydration. While water-induced thermogenesis is a myth, drinking water doesn't significantly increase resting energy expenditure. The metabolic benefit of this action is actually mechanical. Consuming exactly 500 milliliters of water physically distends the stomach lining. This distension activates mechanoreceptive tension receptors, known as IGLs, located within the stomach wall. This diagram traces the resulting signal as it travels up the vagus nerve to the brainstem, inducing an early sense of satiety. Pre-meal hydration leverages mechanical satiation to prevent overeating, acting as volume control for the following meal. At the 60-minute mark, protein pacing begins. Consuming 30 grams of protein shifts the body from a fasted to an active building state. This protein load spikes satiety peptide PYY by 250%, while suppressing the hunger hormone ghrelin. The timing of physical activity is the final variable. Data from the PRISE study shows the optimal window for exercise depends entirely on biological sex. This comparative visualization shows women burn significantly more abdominal fat and see greater blood pressure improvements exercising in the morning. Conversely, men burn more fat and achieve a 14.9 millimeter drop in systolic blood pressure training in the evening. Exercise and nutrition achieve maximum effect when timing aligns perfectly with your internal biological rhythms. While many view weight loss as a math equation of calories in versus calories out, the human body functions as a complex endocrine symphony. Biology resists starvation and exhaustion, yet it responds predictably to synchronized circadian rhythms. Aligning light, hydration, protein, and exercise with your internal clock makes visceral fat loss a physiological byproduct of your routine. Reducing visceral fat is the natural result of a morning routine that finally keeps time with your biological clock.